Fantastic. So, welcome screeners to today's free acting class. Now, today's class is going to change your life
Mhm.
because we're going to introduce you to a whole new approach for auditions, okay? And we're going to ask one of you to play a role to show you how effective this approach can be.
So when the time comes, not right now, when the time comes, we'll ask you to pop audition into the chat, but not yet. First, we're going to talk about the choices you have when you get some success as an actor.
Yeah, so do actors really have choices when it comes to auditions?
Well, huge stars do. They're approached for roles and they're given offers.
Yeah, that sounds pretty wonderful, right?
Yeah. So, do you ever wonder what offers are like when you get to be a star?
Well,
Anybody?
this is what you all have to look forward to, okay? I'm going to tell you. Offers for stars usually include the role outright. No audition, no tape, just we want you.
And the money on offer. So it's a clear fee, well above scale, and sometimes you get bonuses or back end. In fact, Donna-Marie, I don't know if you saw this, but Zoe Saldana is now a billionaire from the work that she's done on the Avatar movies, and that's all back end stuff.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. And you also get dates and schedule protection, right? So now
Mhm.
they're working around your availability, not the other way around.
Yeah, and they will send you a script and a personal pitch. So you'll get a meeting or a call with a director or producer explaining why you for their film.
Yeah, fantastic. And of course, credits and billing, right? So you're getting top billing, name placement, sometimes an EP or producer credit even.
And you get creative input, which is great. Your notes are welcomed and your choices are discussed. You're not corrected for your choices, they're discussed.
Yeah, which is just wonderful, right? And then there's the perks. So you get to travel in first class, beautiful accommodations, a luxury trailer, hair and makeup preferences. I know that'd be one of my faves.
I know it would. Me too, actually. So you're given a short window to accept the offer, but you are given time to consider and they wait for you. So I'm Casey. I'm your acting and audition coach. Hello, hello. I'm living my dream life, coaching actors in a little cabin in the woods with 2 dogs, 3 cats, 100 chickens, and assorted humans.
That's right. And I'm Donna-Marie, your mindset and visualization coach here at Screen Acting School. So when I'm not traveling the world, I'm in the city. I love dance, people watching, and really great coffee.
That coffee thing is true. And it's all true, actually. And here's the thing that most actors don't hear enough. So, listening in, you don't wake up famous one day and suddenly get this. You start to get this in pieces because people trust you.
Yeah, so first it's no audition. They asked for you.
And then they adjusted the role for you.
Yeah, and then they waited a little while for your answer.
So that's how auditions slowly turn into offers.
But actors on the rise, they get offers too, right? So some of our clients get offers. Kara, who I think is here today, was
Mm-hmm.
asked to play a role in a vertical just after Christmas. No audition needed.
Yeah, so that's an offer. And another client was begged by a producer to play a role that was much smaller than they normally play because the role was pivotal. It was a small role, but it was pivotal in the scene. So he accepted it.
Yeah, and Casey, what about your client who landed the job in New York?
Oh, I love this story. Okay. I will never forget this moment. I might get a bit verklempt because it was really wonderful moment for her. So we have a weekly Zoom call. And she said, they got me apartment in New York, Casey. And she was like crying and she was dancing in the room. She was yelling, they paid for my flight. And I even get a per diem of $100 a day. And that's on top of what they pay me, Casey. And it's a lot. And I was just like so thrilled for her. And even after she got over the thrill of that, of booking a recurring role in a series in New York, she's from Vancouver, her mind was blown by everything else that came with it. And it is amazing.
It really is. But here's the truth. She put in almost 5 years of constant study to get to that level,
Yeah, she did.
right? And she took absolutely none of it for granted. And it was a lot of work, right? And that work, let me be honest with you, it doesn't stop after you get to New York, right?
No, it didn't. No, you're right. So I'm sure many of you know this, but maybe not everyone. It's not easy working 18-hour days on incredibly challenging scenes. I'm seeing Alea nodding because she just did a lead in a feature, so you get it, right? Now, I wish I could tell you about this scene. I talked to Donna-Marie about it, and we decided that it's private,
A little
so I
personal.
can't tell you because I didn't ask her. But it is mind-blowing what she did in that story. And she was doing all of this living alone in a country where she knew no one. But since that series, she's continued to work hard and book.
Yeah. So the point is, it doesn't get easier when you find success. Okay. The challenges are just different.
Yeah.
So you can start now and put in the work and build the muscles that are going to help you meet those challenges.
I see that Sean got an offer too, or Cian, sorry. I see that you got an offer. I just wanted to acknowledge that. I'm so happy for you.
Oh,
Up,
absolutely. We
big
are.
ups. It's very rewarding when you start to see those signs, right? That you're moving up. It's very rewarding. Like, we have an alumni, Nika Toussaint, who's a absolutely wonderful person. And she recently got her name above the credits on a film. Uh, I posted it in the group. I can't remember the name of it now, Donna Marie, but it was a Christmas, it was a holiday film. It was like a Hallmark one. And I got a lovely bouquet of flowers when she was shooting here. It was just wonderful and so proud of her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So the choices that you make now are what determine the choices that you're going to have later.
Mhm.
Truly.
Yeah. Yeah. And moving forward in 2026, we're going to be teaching you the choices you need to make when you audition for actor, principal, supporting, and lead roles because they're different. And when we do this, we're going to be working on the most cast roles in series and films. Like, for example, the bartender. Anybody here a bartender? Anybody here watch Shameless or The Bear? That's a great role, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Or what about the cop? So think Law and Order, The Rookie, The Wire.
Oh, I love The Wire.
Me too.
Yeah. Or the politician, think The Diplomat or Homeland.
Yeah, or I mean the doctor.
Mm-hmm. Or the intelligence agent, the intelligent agent. They're very intelligent, but they're also an intelligence agent.
Yeah, absolutely. Or teacher,
Mm-hmm. Or a criminal,
therapist.
CEO.
Yeah, these are all characters you see all of the time in film and TV, and that we're focusing on them this year in Audition Plus. So, which character, I'll have you pop it in the chat, do you think fits you best? So go ahead and pop that in the chat. We'll give you a second. And Casey, I did not know that you loved The Wire, but that was one of my faves back in the 90s.
Oh, I love The Wire. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. And actors from that show have gone on to have really great careers.
Really, to be honest with you, I haven't watched it from the 90s, so maybe they weren't famous back then. But
Well, they are now.
yeah, I'll have
Like,
to go back and
no,
watch.
no, Idris Alba and Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, Idris Elba, I did know now that I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. But Michael B. Jordan, I didn't know was in The Wire.
He played the kid.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
remember the kid and his eyes fill up with tears?
oh,
Just so good in it.
I've got to go back. Okay, let's see what your answers
Oh,
are.
yes.
Javier says bartender. Sion says the cop or the teacher. Virginia says the cop. Shakti says the teacher. Charmaine says doctor or mother.
Hmm.
Aiden says CEO or I think you mean PTA mom. Is that what you mean? Lori says therapist. Daniel says doctor or teacher. Yeah, I can see that for you.
Totally.
Stephen says a therapist. Brandon says the vagabond. Jackie says businesswoman or older mother. Richard says in the beginning, 1987, I was cast as a trooper numerous times. Yeah, totally.
Totally.
I can see that, Richard. Um, can you say Idris Elba? Yes, yeah. Lauren says doctor or priest. Malcolm says superhero. Chloe says the bad boy with a heart. Kathy says lawyer or detective. Charmaine, teacher, counselor. These are great, you guys. Yeah, Valaria says a college student. Um, so wonderful, you
Yeah, I
guys.
can totally
So,
see Ellie as a therapist.
yeah, totally.
These are great. These are great. We don't have time to go through all of them because we're going to teach you how to play each role for the different sized audition you get because it's a totally different approach for each role. But most actors aren't taught that.
Yeah. So I bet some of the actors here want to know how to play the different size roles, Casey. So tell me, how do they know how to approach each size of role?
That is a great question. You ask the good ones. Um, a shortcut is to ask yourself, what's my purpose in the story? Let's say you're playing a doctor in a hospital show.
Okay, so let's say it's an actor role then.
Okay. For an actor role, you're usually just stating the facts. Your purpose is to create a world for the lead character. So just to be a real life doctor in the scene. So there's doctors in the show.
Okay, and how is that different for a principal role?
For a principal role, you can be creating stakes. So you could be telling the lead that something has gone wrong, like the lead doctor, you could be saying something that has gone wrong or that there's an emergency, or you could be just doing the same thing as the actor role, but you just have more lines, more to say, getting more information out there.
Okay, that makes sense. So essentially, you have a different purpose in that story to help it move along. Yeah? So
Yeah.
then what happens if you get an audition for a supporting role?
Well, what I like to do is break it down into two types of supporting roles. Of course, there will be variations on the theme, but there are really two types, and we want to divide them into allies and opposition. So when you think of an ally, you might think of a sidekick, something like that. Does that all make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Thumbs up? Yeah. Give me the thumbs up. Thank you very much. So if you're in the supporting role as an ally, you're backing the lead. You're telling them something they need to know in a way that confirms who they are and what they're about and what they're thinking. So anything you say is given a thumbs up to the lead.
Okay, that makes sense. So that's the ally. So then
Yeah.
what about the supporting role in opposition to the lead?
Okay. So if you're a supporting role in opposition to the lead, you're a problem for the lead, right? So you could be telling them something like they're making a mistake or you disagree with them, something like that.
Okay, and what if you're lucky enough to get a lead audition?
That is lucky, but it's also a lot of work, right? You're putting in the work. So if you're a lead, it's all you, baby, all you. It's your story, and you are infusing the character with your soul. This is you under imaginary circumstances. And that is why you get all the love and all the dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah, fantastic. I love it. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to show you exactly how this works, okay? How you can approach these different um, types of roles.
Okay.
So what I'm going to ask, now's your time, is to pop the word audition in the chat if you would like to be the volunteer.
Kara, you're it.
Yeah, Kara was first.
Kara's first.
Kara,
Oh,
it's you. So congrats, Kara. So now essentially what we're going to do is we're going to work with you on one line to show the difference it makes to the line if you
oh,
think the purpose of.
sorry. I'm getting a note that Virginia
Virginia
was
might have been
first.
first.
Oh,
I don't know
Virginia.
if she typed it before you said it, so that was
Okay.
with a
She was so on it. All right, Virginia, we'll have you come in. Sorry, Kara. I'm excited for either of you.
Yes, but thank you for letting us know, Kara. We
That
appreciate it.
was really cool of you.
So, Virginia, you're up. So, congratulations, Virginia. And I'm going to explain really quickly what we're going to do here. Okay. So, we're going to work with you on one line so that you all can see the difference that it makes to the line if you think about the purpose of the role. Okay. So, first, before we can do that, you need to know what your line means. Okay.
Okay.
So, Casey, do you want to tell them what the line is?
Oh, I guess so. So I'm reading the notes here.
I didn't have it
Virginia
preloaded.
preloaded.
I was literally taking notes and I typed it in.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, you are Dr. Livingston. Okay, Dr. Livingston. And this is your line. And I'm going to pop it in the chat here so you can see it, Virginia. And if you want to copy it, you can do that too. So the line is, the CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Yeah, so Casey's popped that in the chat, so you can all go ahead and copy and paste if you'd like to, or just take a look at it as we go through. So I'm going to break that down for you simply. Okay, so CT is the cross-sectional X-ray scan that they used. Acute means it just happened. It's recent. Subdural hematoma is blood clotting between the brain and the skull, usually from some sort of trauma. And midline shift is the pressure from the bleeding is pushing the brain off of its normal center position. So that's what that line means.
Got that, Virginia?
I think so.
Don't worry, I'm not a doctor. I Googled all that.
So you need to know why this matters now. So you don't only need to know what the words mean, you need to know why it matters. Make sense?
Yeah.
So it's not enough just to have the understanding. You need to know why it matters to the other people in the room and to the patient. So the brain is under dangerous pressure. If you've ever had a subdural hematoma, I have. It's not much fun, but it is squishy. So it's under pressure. It's life-threatening often, and it usually requires urgent neurosurgical intervention. And sometimes that's an emergency surgery. It's happened really fast. In the story, in terms for actors, this line means, no, for the character, I should say, this line means we're way past wait and watch. This is critical. Everybody with me?
So doctors might say this calmly, right? Not dramatically, because the severity is already understood for them. And to be honest, this is their everyday life, right? This is what they do.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to look at this from a couple of points of view. So let's have you say this like your friend, the lead actor, was right all along with a touch of gallows humor. This is the supporting role as an ally.
Yeah.
Got that, Virginia? So what she's going to do, she's going to say this like her friend was right all along. Her friend, the lead actor, was right all along with a touch of gallows humor. Gallows humor, for those of you who don't know, is humor that happens when you work in circumstances like police, firefighters, medical professionals, when people often die or in really terrible situations. So you get a bit of humor, and it comes from when they used to hang people and make jokes about it in the old days. So that's what that is. Yeah. All right, Virginia, your turn.
The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
So I want you to have a little bit more humor on that.
Okay.
Like, you were right, and that's hilarious because I was wrong.
Okay. The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
There you go. There you go. So now you've got that humor in there. That was really nice. So now we're going to go to opposition. Like, you were right, and that lead actor doctor, that lead doctor, total idiot all the time. Like, it makes you crazy.
Okay. So, sorry, are they wrong, or it doesn't really matter? I'm right.
You were right, they were wrong. So they thought it was something else. And you're saying, no, it's this. and you were wrong, idiot.
Okay. The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good, not bad. Not bad at all. Did everybody get that? And she was in opposition. The line has changed. So now I want you to do it as if that person has more power than you. You know what I mean? There's a higher status for them, and you want to take their place, but you feel like you're not going to get there because there's all these biases against you.
Okay. The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
I want to see it much sharper.
Okay.
Like I should be doing this job.
Okay.
I've got this asshole.
The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good. Talk down to them a bit more.
Okay. The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good, good. So we're getting lots of colors and flavors on this line, right? Now, actor role. For the actor role, you're just there to create the world for the lead, right? So you exist, you're like a prop that talks, essentially. I mean, that sounds harsh, but I just want you to get that into your minds that you are just that role. Oh, you're getting lots of kudos.
Thank you.
So now you're going to say this like you are on your way to lunch. So you're not going to take any light from the lead. You don't want to take light from the supporting or the lead. You're just on your way to lunch and you're telling the lead that.
The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good. Can you give me less?
Okay. The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good. And then she leaves. That's all you need.
Yeah, so good, Virginia, so good. And so the lead role is invested in some way, right, Casey? Um, and they show kind of charisma and calm under pressure. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, Casey.
That's 100% it. That's 100% it. That's the way this character was written. Now, if this character was written differently, they would be different. But this is what we're wanting for a lead doctor in a show like this. So you can probably think, those of you who are old enough are going to be thinking of George Clooney. Those of you who are younger are going to be thinking of Grey's Anatomy. But you're going to be thinking of the doctors who have been leads, who have been, you know, somebody that you could get attached to, but they're not too much. They're not too big. So our lead is not meant to rush. Their presence filled the room and they're grounded, magnetic, and you trust them implicitly and immediately. The minute you see them, you trust them. So there's emotional access, but there's none of that messiness, right? You know, we don't want to see any doctor who has got any messiness to them. So I want to see you as a lead, but I'm going to help you with that a little bit, Virginia. So the first thing I want you to do is, so this is for everyone too, when you're trying to build a charismatic character, I want you to do one of Donna-Marie's exercises for me, Virginia. So I'm going to get you, everybody can do this if you want to do this along with us so that you get a sense of it. So you're going to breathe in through your nose. Hold it, saying it just like Donna-Marie. And then softly breathe out through your mouth. So you're not going to push it, you're just going to let it release. And let it release kind of on an F sound and have it be, we're going to do it again, have it be longer than the breath that you get coming in. So we'll do that again. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it. Release softly on the F sound. Can you say something, Virginia, so you can pop up and we can see you better?
The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to get you to, I'm going to just pin you. I think I should do
I
that.
did pin Virginia, so I'm not sure.
You
She
did? Oh, okay.
on mine, yeah.
Okay, so she's pinned on mine now too. Here comes Hannah. Okay, so now what I'm going to get you to do, Virginia, is I'm going to get you to relax your head. Everybody relax. Relax your head. Relax your eyes. Relax your mouth. Let your tongue fall to the bottom of your mouth. Let your shoulders drop. Let your torso relax. Your legs and your feet, your arms, all relaxed, feeling nice and relaxed and heavy. And now you're going to put your hand on your heart. Okay, good. And now you're going to breathe in again and breathe in a warm golden light. And then breathe it out. You're going to do that a couple of times. Right into your heart. And now you're going to bring your hand out about a foot in front of you. And you're going to breathe in to your heart, and you're going to let that breath go, that energy, I should say, go from your heart to your hand. So imagine that energy going from your heart to your hand. Now you're going to remove your hand, just drop it by the side, and same thing, you're going to breathe out that energy, breathe in and out, breathe out that golden light, warm golden light. And now you're going to bathe your face in that warm golden light. You're going to feel it in your eyes. Feel it all around you. And now in your stomach, you're going to feel that energy in a warm golden light. And you're going to go up from there to your solar plexus. And then you're going to go into your chest. Then you're going to go into your throat. And then you're going to go into your forehead. And then you're going to go into your crown. You're going to feel beautiful. And you're loving. The people you meet astound you. You love them. Okay, now you're going to say the line.
The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good. Now I want you to say it to someone who you respect greatly. So it's your ally, let's say.
Okay. The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good. Now give it a little smile. And then imagine that you've got something that you need to. Do you have your writing stuff? Do you have your book?
Yeah.
Okay. So just imagine that you have to write something down at the same time. And
okay.
Yeah.
The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
A little bit more love, smiling.
The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good. Keep your eyes up at the end.
Okay. The CT shows an acute subturn. The words aren't even real words anymore. I've said so many times. The CT shows an acute hematoma. Lost it.
Write it down.
I have it written down. I'm
no, write it
looking at
down.
it.
Write it down
okay.
right now as you say it.
The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma. The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good. Little more love.
The CT shows.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you, hon. Can you give it to me like you've got a little mischief, a little sparkle, a little secret?
Okay. The CT shows that an acute subdural The CT shows an acute subdural hematoma with midline shift.
Good. Now we saw a little spark. Kara's like, I know what it means.
Yeah, very nice. Everyone's
very nice. Yeah, very nice. It's nice to see your spark coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So we can see the difference, right?
Yeah, so I'm sure you could all see the difference in the difference that it made when that line was approached differently, right? For the different types of roles, whether that be the actor role, the lead role, which we just saw, the supporting role, whether that be the opposition or the ally, right? It made such a difference, such a difference. So today you learned, what's my job in the story? That's what it was all about. If I'm stating the facts, that's the actor role, right? Am I delivering stakes? That's the principal. Am I backing the lead up? That's the supporting ally. Or am I challenging the lead, creating a problem? That's the supporting opposition. And then carrying the moment is the lead.
And this is how actors go from why don't I book to casting directors saying, oh my God, I would watch 10 episodes with this actor.
Yeah, and of course you want to hear that, right? Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't blame, we can't blame you for that. Everybody wants to. And you're probably prepping your auditions in order to hear that. But you're also auditioning for 5 lines and under. And that's not what they're looking for in an actor role.
Yeah, that's what they want in the lead, right?
Mm-hmm. And if you know the difference and you practice the work, you're going to get to the lead role faster. So, who's seen Galaxy Quest? Where are my nerds? Okay. If you haven't seen it, even if you have, it's a spoof on Star Trek. And there's a moment where the actors who are in the show Galaxy Quest are abducted by the aliens, real aliens who believe they're astronauts. Sam Rockwell plays a tiny unnamed actor role in the show. And once he realizes what's happening, he starts to panic and he says, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm crewman number 6. I'm expendable. I'm the guy who dies to show how serious things are. I have to get out of here. That's the purpose of the role. And writers, producers, directors, and actors who have done this for a long time, they know this. But if you know it ahead of the game, you're so well prepared.
Oh, yeah, it's going to give you such a leg up. And that's why this is exactly what we're going to be working on in Audition Plus this year with every role that we give you.
Yeah. And every role we give you is going to be one of the roles that you're most likely to be cast as, given what's shooting in production now. And this is going to help our clients literally start to choose the roles they audition for when they audition. They'll know exactly what casting is looking for. Like Donna-Marie said, the choices you make now are what determines the choices you have later.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And now listen, as we've said before, I think we say it every week, we are extremely selective about who we enroll in Audition Plus. We want commitment, you guys. We want dedication. We want actors who are passionate about the craft. But honestly, we want actors who show up and do the work. Like that's the truth of it. Show up and do the work.
So Shay is saying Audition Plus is happening when? So Audition Plus happens anytime you like because many of the classes are recorded. So there are 4 recorded classes where we walk you through this just like this, but it's recorded. And then there's a live class on Thursdays at 12:30, and there is a Q&A where you can ask us any questions, and this really helps you move forward faster, the Q&A, because you don't make the mistakes that sometimes people make. And that's at 11:30 p.m. Pacific or a.m. Pacific.
On Thursdays, no PM, we will not be there. I'm telling you that now.
We will not. It's hard enough to get there when we do. So, not that it's hard, but sometimes you have hair and makeup issues. So, did we pop the link in?
No, I'm popping it in right now.
Okay, cool. You can apply to work with us, and we will get back to you fairly quickly. It's just such a good time to start. It's going to be our most powerful year yet, because not only are we helping you learn to become the chosen one, so we're helping you go from, in terms of your mindset, from cursed to chosen, but we're going to help you create the exact audition for the level of role that you're auditioning for. So when you fill out that form, do not hold back. I know sometimes people laugh or they say people like us don't do this, or you don't look like a movie star or whatever. We will not do that. This is very real to us.
Yeah, it really is, 100%. And Casey, as your alumni and SNL director, Brent Hodge said, one day you wake up and it's your real life.
I love Haji.
I do too, and I love that quote. I use it a lot. It's because
Yeah.
it's so, so true. So I'm going to put that link in for you one more time. If you would like to be considered to join us in Audition Plus, you can go ahead and fill that form out. Copy and paste now, because I think I'm going to say, Casey, we've gone over, and that's going to be a wrap for us.
All right, well, we'll see you on screen. Oh, but before you go, don't listen to the civilians in the cheap seats. They are not actors. They have no idea what you're capable of, who you really are, or what you're capable of doing in the future. Don't listen to them. All right, now that I've given you that, yes.
All right, that's a wrap for us. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you all on screen.
Bye.